Amidst the rolling tumbleweeds and arid dust of the Wild West, a solitary figure rode into the dimming horizon. Clad not in leather or denim, but in the layered silks and plating of the East, his presence was as jarring as an oasis in the desert. He was Kaito, a legendary samurai whose heart once yearned for peace, but now burned with a singular purpose: vengeance. Years ago, Kaito and his beloved wife Yuki had fled the turmoil of feudal Japan, leaving behind a life marked by battles and endless conflict. They sought refuge in the untouched expanses of the American frontier, where they hoped to carve out a simple existence as fishermen, far from the war-torn roots of their homeland. Amidst the tranquility of rippling waters and whispering winds, their days were filled with the gentle rhythms of the river, a life of serene solitude. But such peace proved fragile. One fateful day, Kaito returned home to discover a nightmare wrought upon his world. Their humble cabin stood eerily silent, shadows lingering ominously within. Inside, he found Yuki, his guiding star, robbed of life and dignity by cruel hands. As she lay dying in his arms, Kaito begged her to tell him anything about who was responsible. Drawing her last few breaths, she managed to say just a few words in his ear. His world obliterated, Kaito vowed retribution. Faced with unimaginable loss, he stood beside Yuki's resting place, and with the stars as his witness, he pledged an oath of blood to the heavens. Guided by whispers exchanged in dusty towns and grimy saloons, his path led him to Red Gulch, a lawless nexus of the untamed West, and to the man named Clayton Hayes, infamous for deeds as cruel as they were cowardly. As he rode into the beleaguered town, Kaito's disciplined eyes took in the frontier landscape, vast, untamed, and raw. Yet beneath his poised exterior, the fiery ache of loss propelled him forward, guiding his sword through the wilderness, an extension of his very soul. He moved with purpose toward the saloon, hearing the metallic jangle of spurs cut through the evening din. Without hesitation, he made his way in.
Wow! Now who the fuck are you supposed to be?
Kaito Harada. For Yuki, your reckoning has come.
Hell, if you're talking about that bitch by the coast in Blackwater, then I can see why you're angry. But I ain't gonna deny it. She got what she deserved, and I enjoyed every minute.
You owe a debt of blood and honor. Now, we settle.
Okay, fancy pants. You wanna dance? Let's take this outside.
The samurai's blade gleamed, avenging not just his beloved's life, but honoring a vow deeper than grief. Kaito sheathed his sword, the weight of action intertwining with a profound peace. His vow fulfilled, he rode out into the vast wilderness, a lone figure bridging worlds, his spirit unburdened, reclaimed by the setting sun.